Hello there, beautiful souls. Welcome back to Jolly English. I'm Joe, and I'm so grateful you're here with me today. If this is your first time listening, welcome to our gentle corner of the internet where we learn English naturally, like having a cozy chat with a friend. I'm recording this from my little house by the sea, and I have to tell you, the view from my window never gets old. The ocean is so calm today with gentle waves rolling in one after another. The morning sun is dancing on the water, creating these beautiful sparkles that keep catching my eye. Before we dive into today's topic, I want to say thank you to everyone who's been listening, sharing, and supporting Jolly English. Your messages and comments truly warm my heart. If you're enjoying these peaceful moments we share together, please consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell. It really helps other people discover our little community. And if you feel inspired, share this with someone who might need a gentle way to practice their English. Now, let's settle in together. Maybe grab your favorite drink, find a comfortable spot, and let's talk about something we all experience every single day, our daily routines. You know, I've been thinking a lot about routines lately. There's something so comforting about having a rhythm to your day, isn't there? Especially here by the ocean, where the waves create their own natural routine. Rolling in, rolling out, over and over again. It's like the sea is teaching us about the beauty of consistency. So, let me share my daily routine with you. I hope it feels like I'm just telling a friend about my day, because that's exactly what this is. I usually wake up around 6:30 in the morning, not because of an alarm, but because my body has gotten used to this rhythm. The first thing I do is lie in bed for a few minutes, just listening. I can hear the waves outside my window, and sometimes seagulls calling to each other. It's such a peaceful way to start the day. When I finally get up, I walk straight to my window and open it wide. The sea breeze comes in, cool and fresh, carrying that salty ocean smell that I've grown to love so much. I take 3 deep breaths. It's like my body's way of saying good morning to the world. My morning routine is quite simple. First, I brush my teeth. And yes, I know that sounds obvious, but there's something meditative about doing these basic things mindfully. Then, I wash my face with cold water. The cold water helps me feel more awake and alert. Next comes my favorite part of the morning, making coffee. I have this old coffee maker that makes the most wonderful sound as it brews. While the coffee is brewing, I step out onto my small deck that faces the ocean. Even if it's just for 2 minutes, I love feeling the morning air on my skin and watching the waves. With my coffee in hand, I sit at my small kitchen table and write in my journal. Just 3 pages, nothing fancy. Sometimes I write about my dreams, sometimes about what I'm grateful for, sometimes just random thoughts. It's like clearing my mind before the day begins. Around 8 a.m, I have breakfast. I try to keep it simple but nourishing. Maybe some toast with avocado or oatmeal with fresh fruit. I eat slowly, still looking out at the ocean. There's something about eating breakfast while watching the waves that makes even simple food taste better. After breakfast, I start my workday. I'm lucky that I can work from home, right here by the sea. I have a small desk by the window where I do most of my writing and planning. The sound of the waves is like natural background music. It helps me focus without being distracting. I work in chunks of time, usually about 90 minutes, then I take a break. During my breaks, I might step outside, do some stretching, or just stand by the window and watch the ocean for a few minutes. It's amazing how refreshing these little pauses can be. Lunch is usually around 1 p.m. I keep it light, maybe a salad with some protein, or a simple sandwich. If the weather is nice, I sometimes eat outside on my deck. There's something special about having lunch with the ocean as your dining companion. The afternoon is when I do more creative work, like preparing for this podcast, reading, or working on personal projects. The afternoon light on the water is different from the morning light. It's warmer, more golden. Sometimes I find myself just staring out the window, watching boats in the distance or birds flying over the waves. Around 4 p.m, I take what I call my daily walk. I walk along the beach for about 30 minutes. This isn't exercise, well, It is, but that's not the main point. It's more like meditation in motion. I walk slowly, feeling the sand under my feet, listening to the waves, sometimes picking up interesting shells or pieces of sea glass. When I come back from my walk, I usually have some tea and a small snack. This is my transition time from work to evening. I might read a book, listen to music, or just sit quietly and watch the sunset if the timing is right. Dinner is around 7 p.m. I love cooking, but I keep it simple. Maybe some fish with vegetables or pasta with a simple sauce. I always eat dinner at my table by the window. As the sun gets lower, the light on the water becomes absolutely magical. Sometimes I light a candle, not because I need the light, but because it makes the evening feel special. After dinner, I clean up slowly and mindfully. Washing dishes might sound boring, but when you can look out at the ocean while you do it, even washing dishes becomes peaceful. My evening routine is all about winding down. I might take a warm shower, read a book, or write a bit more in my journal. Sometimes I just sit by the window in the dark, watching the moonlight on the water. The ocean at night has a completely different personality, mysterious and calming. I usually go to bed around 10 p.m. Before I sleep, I like to think about 3 good things that happen during the day. It could be something big, like finishing an important project, or something small, like seeing a beautiful bird or having a particularly good cup of coffee. And then the cycle begins again the next day. Wake up, listen to the waves, open the window, breathe the sea air. You know what I love most about having a routine? It's not that every day is exactly the same, because they're not. The ocean is different every day. Sometimes it's calm and peaceful, sometimes it's wild and dramatic, sometimes it's grey and moody, sometimes it's bright blue and cheerful. But the routine gives me a framework, a gentle structure that helps me notice and appreciate these daily changes. Now, I know not everyone lives by the ocean like I do. Your routine might be completely different from mine. Maybe you live in a busy city, or in the mountains, or in a small town. Maybe you have children to get ready for school, or a long commute to work, or night shifts that flip your schedule completely around. But here's what I think. No matter where you live or what your life looks like, there's beauty in creating your own rhythm. Maybe it's how you make your morning coffee, or the route you take to work, or the way you wind down in the evening. These small repeated actions become the foundation of our days. Now, before we continue, let's take a moment to explore some key vocabulary from our conversation today. These are words and phrases that will help you talk about your own daily routine with more confidence and natural expression. I've prepared some flashcards with words we've been using. Words like mindfully, wind down, and nourishing. Take your time with each one and notice how these words can make your English sound more natural and fluent. Let's learn together, shall we?
Ladies and gentlemen, it's a showtime.
1. Mindfully. Definition: doing something with full attention and awareness. Being completely present in the moment. Example: I clean up slowly and mindfully after dinner, paying attention to each movement. 2. Wind down. Definition: to gradually relax and become calm, especially at the end of the day. Example: my evening routine is all about winding down after a busy day. 3. Nourishing. Definition: providing what is needed for health, growth, or good condition, physically or emotionally. Example: I try to keep breakfast simple, but nourishing for both body and soul. 4. Rhythm. Definition: a regular, repeated pattern or flow in time. Example: there's something comforting about having a rhythm to your day. 5. Framework. Definition: a basic structure or set of guidelines that supports or shapes something. Example: the routine gives me a framework to appreciate daily changes.
Perfect.
Now that we've enriched our vocabulary toolkit, let's continue our conversation about making routines meaningful. The key is to do these things mindfully, with attention and care. When you brush your teeth, really feel the brush in your mouth. When you make your coffee, notice the smell and the sound. When you walk to work, look around and see something new, even if you've taken the same route 100 times. That's what I try to do here by the ocean. Every morning when I open my window, I try to really see the water, really feel the breeze, really hear the waves. It's the same routine every day, but it never feels boring because I'm paying attention. All right, beautiful souls, we've learned some wonderful vocabulary together today, and now it's time for a little musical break. I've written a gentle song about daily routines, inspired by our conversation and the peaceful rhythm of the waves outside my window. Let's take a moment to relax and let the music wash over us like a gentle tide.
Wake up mindfully by the morning sea. Open up my window, let the ocean breathe. Simple morning coffee, journal by my side. Finding my rhythm with the rolling tide. It's my daily rhythm, like the waves that flow, nourishing my spirit, helping my soul grow. Wind down in the evening, when the sun gets low. My daily rhythm, the sweetest song I know. Free work for my days, but never quite the same. Mindfully I'm living in this gentle game. Walking on the beach, feeling sand below. My rhythm keeps me grounded, helps my spirit glow. It's my daily rhythm, like the waves that flow, nourishing my spirit, helping my soul grow. Wind down in the evening, when the sun gets low. My daily rhythm, the sweetest song I know. Every day's a new chance to create and be, finding peace in a routine by the endless sea. My daily rhythm, like the waves that flow, nourishing my spirit, helping my soul grow. Wind down in the evening, when the sun gets low. My daily rhythm, the sweetest song I know. Every day's a new chance to create and be, finding peace in a routine by the endless sea. My daily rhythm, like the waves that flow, nourishing my spirit, helping my soul grow. My daily rhythm.
Wasn't that lovely? There's something so soothing about music, isn't there? As we come to the end of our time together today, I want to leave you with this thought. Your daily routine is like your personal song. It has its own rhythm, its own melody, its own special moments. Some days the song might be upbeat and energetic, other days it might be slow and contemplative. Both are beautiful. The ocean outside my window teaches me this every day. Sometimes the waves are quick and playful, sometimes they're slow and powerful, but they never stop moving, never stop flowing. That's what our routines can be like too, flexible, alive, always moving us forward. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. Thank you for letting me share my daily rhythm with you and for bringing your own beautiful energy to our Jolie English community. If you enjoyed today's episode, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Share it with friends who might enjoy learning English in this gentle, peaceful way. Your support means the world to me and helps more people discover that learning can be joyful and relaxing. I'd love to hear about your daily routines too. What are the small moments in your day that bring you peace? What rituals help you feel grounded and centered? Leave a comment below and let's continue this conversation. Until next time, Be gentle with yourself. Find beauty in your everyday moments. And remember, every day is a new chance to create a routine that nourishes your soul. This is Joe from Jolie English, where we learn with love and grow with grace. Take care, beautiful souls, and I'll see you in the next episode. The waves are calling me now, so I think I'll take one more walk on the beach before the sun sets completely. Goodbye for now.
In my rhythm with the rolling time. It's my daily rhythm, like the waves that flow, nourishing my spirit, helping my soul.